up, my ducks? It's Simon here. How is everybody doing today? I've just had to come on quickly. I've just jumped on. Minimal preparation. I got home from work and I'm just making sure I've got a notepad actually. Got home from work, there was a knock at the door and it was my neighbour to say that he'd taken in a parcel. And I was thinking, I've not really expected anything. Opened it up and it is a pen that I ordered at least 6 weeks ago. I think it was ordered on the 1st of September. I don't know if my invoice will say. Yeah, September the 1st. So you can see here, September the 1st. It is now the 11th of October. And I'd actually reported it as not having arrived. And they said, due to the Queen's death and also to the postal strikes that we're experiencing here in the UK, just to give it until the end of the week. So I was like, well, it's probably not going to come now. Because it was from Amazon, I mean, we're talking normally a day, 2 days, maybe a week at the most, but 6 weeks I'd given up on it. But here it is. So I can let them know, because they haven't refunded anything yet. So I'll just let them know that it's now arrived. And the reason why I got this pen is because I wanted to try Pilot. So as you know, I was going to say my favourite is Lamy, but I'm really enjoying Benu at the moment as well. These pens are just amazing to work with. But I do love Lamy, and my go-to pen that I'm using every day at the moment is my TWSBI, the Irish. And I'm really enjoying working that. It's the one I'm taking to work, using in my notebooks and things like that. But I wanted to try a Pilot. I didn't want to go with an expensive Pilot just because I don't know how I'm going to get on with them. And then I saw the Metropolitan Retro Pop. So everybody says, an inexpensive pen to start off with Pilot is the Metropolitan. And I looked at some of the Metropolitans and I was kind of like, meh. And then I saw the Retro Pop. Now, there's a picture here of them, but these are the ballpoints, not the fountain pens, but you still get the idea. So you get these lovely retro colours with a design on them that reminds me of like wallpaper or mugs that you would get in the 70s. Again, that's why it's called Retro Pop. And I thought, right, okay, let's try one. What I'm hoping doesn't happen is that I just fall in love with it and end up getting all of them. I think they're only out for a limited time anyway, and they've been out a couple of years, so it's harder to get them. But I really wanted the orange because I don't have any orange pens. Why would you? But I ordered some ink as well, and I've been dying to open this. And it came with its own converter, which I think is great. I've had it 6 weeks waiting for the pen. So, and it's an orange ink. So let's open this up. Well, in fact, let's have a look at the pen first. So that's nice. I like this little tin that comes in. I like that we get the designs here, the 6 different designs. This one being the orange one. So this is the pen. It's quite a nice weight actually. I do like that design. I really like that design. That's pretty cool. And then we've got a little sticker here. I hope that means it's medium nib, and that F doesn't mean it's fine because I like at least a medium. Yes, it's a medium nib. You won't be able to see that there, I don't think. No, it's blurring as I try and bring it up. Maybe you can just see that it says medium. So it's quite a nice, it's got a nice click. Oh, let's do that again. So yeah, and it's not, even though it's orange, it's almost like a gold colour. It's really nice. It's got a nice feel to it. It's not the biggest pen. I mean, if you compare it to something like the Benu here, it's a bit shorter. And then if we compare it with a Lamy, a standard Lamy kind of all-star, well, they're more or less the same size. Maybe a fraction smaller, about the same size as a Lamy Safari or All-Star. So, and they're about the same price range. They're around £20 to £25 for one of these, which for a fountain pen isn't that expensive. Let's take the sticker off. So before I ink up the pens, I like to test what the ink's going to look like, because even though I like playing about with inks, I like to, you know, rinse out the pens. I've got a little douche that I fill up with water and flush out. But still, I like to test them first. So I've got my little pad here, and we'll take a glass pen so that we can have a little look. Let's see, where's the scissors? Okay, there's the scissors. And we'll have a look at the ink. So this is a standard international converter. And if you are watching for the first time and you don't know much about fountain pens, it kind of, it replaces an ink cartridge, but you can fill your ink cartridges how you like. This is glued on, yeah, really well. Yeah, it's going to make a bit of a mess, that is, to try and, don't want to put that inside the pen with all this gunk on it, but that's really icky. Okay, that's not too bad. And then, where are we at this end? Well, that's come off now. So yeah, check that it works. So let's have a look at this ink. I can't remember the range. I mean, it was that long ago since I got this. I mean, it's a nice, it looks like a nice dark orange colour. Yeah, I can't even, oh, octopus, okay, let's have a play. Oh, I love playing with inks. So, okay, so it's quite a nice orange. I've got mango in the Lamy inks for when they brought out their candy range for their safaris, and there was a mango one then, and they brought out some cartridges with mango inks, and that's a beautiful colour. It's a little bit lighter than this, but this is quite nice. It's lighter than I thought, but okay. Let's see how the Pilot writes. Put my pen back there, and it's quite nice. It's a nice. So it doesn't have. Oh, it does. It has a. Oh, that's a tiny cartridge. I hope this will fit. Maybe it won't. That's a tiny cartridge. So we'll have to see. It might be too. It's supposed to be a standard. Will it? Yes, it fits. Doesn't seem to click into place though. That's the problem. Okay, let's. I don't want to damage it as soon as I've got it. Yeah, that doesn't click into place. Although it looks the same, so it should. Unless it's just when the back is fitted on. No, because I've got to... Okay, let's just have a go. Let's see what happens. So at the minute I'm going to fill the chamber. I think we can get a little bit more ink in than that. So let's try again. Yeah, that's pretty much full. Oh, I hope this works. This is the thing, when you're trying out a new pen, I can't see any way where that will fit in. It's loose. So whether it's because you then put the base on that it pushes it into place. No, because it feels loose. How strange. I can feel it moving about, so that's not... What if it screws in? Okay, so it's actually now a week later. Note to self and note to anybody else who is buying fountain pens is perhaps to check first whether the fountain pen takes the standard universal converter or whether you need a converter that is specific for the fountain pen. So Lamy, I know that you have to buy special converters. I didn't realise that the Pilot pen also requires a special converter that's applicable to them. They did, to be fair, they did put in this tiny little cartridge. I don't tend to use ink cartridges. So I had to order, which has arrived today, a converter for the Pilot Retro Top. I mean, tiny look. This huge envelope. I thought Amazon was getting better after the last one came in a paper bag. So it's the Con 40 is what you need. There's little ball bearings in there as well. This is most bizarre. So let's open it up. Yeah, I'm not quite sure why there's ball bearings in there. But anyway, so this should now, it's got this open end here, fit in. Still really loose. This is the strangest thing. Unless it's because, no, because I was going to say once the end's on, but you need this end to move the, what are the ball bearings for? So, okay, let's see if I can get this on. Maybe it's just no, it's just loose. This is strange because unless I try it without, this is all about experimentation, but maybe I try it this way first. So let's draw up the ink. Not really drawing up any ink. It draws a little bit, but ooh, this is probably a little bit more complicated than it needs to be. Yeah, it's just drawing the tiniest bits. I don't know, I'm not sure about this at all. It doesn't screw in, doesn't fit in. I'm pushing it, it's just loose. Try that. No, I can feel it moving around inside the pen. Does anybody know what's going wrong with this? I mean, what is going wrong with this? It doesn't seem to want to take. Doesn't screw, doesn't push on. I give up. If anybody out there has, and you know, this cost £10, so even though the pen was around 25, bear in mind they haven't sent a converter, and I've had to pay another £10, and that doesn't work, yet the research says that this needs the Con 40. I'm obviously doing something wrong, but I'm at a loss as to what. So, help. What I can do though, to show you how it writes, because we did last week the demonstration using a glass pen, is just to dip the nib, because you do get quite a bit of ink onto the nib, and you can write, you know, a short paragraph or something like that with it. So we will have a look. I mean, it's a nice weighty pen, but we will have a look at how it writes just by dipping the nib. Okay. So we have the Pilot. I don't think I want enough in there. The Pilot Retro Pop, and this is it's not taking a lot. Oops, I'm not doing that. Let's post. Okay, let's post it because then it holds better in my hand. We have a medium nib. You know what, whether it's because it's just by dipping here, it could be the ink as well. I should perhaps try a different ink, but it's not the easiest pen to write with. It doesn't glide in the same way as my Benu would, well, any of my Benus really, or Lamy pens, or even my TWSBI, which is my kind of go-to pen at the moment. I mean, it's okay. I think I'd prefer a darker orange as well, maybe something a little bit more towards a browny orange. This one just seems a little bit light, but you know, I don't have to use this ink in this pen just because it's an orange pen. Okay, I mean, it's okay. The more I'm using it, the more I think it just needs a darker ink. I'm used to quite dark inks when you consider something like this. And this one I just love. So maybe it's the colour of the ink. But I really do need to get this sorted out in terms of what is the right, because research says it needs to be the Con 40. But I can't remember what I showed you last week. So just to show you a close up of the pen, it is beautiful. It's really lovely. I do like this retro pattern, and each colour pen comes with a different pattern. But it's nice. It has a brushed metallic finish. Really feels lovely to hold. It's quite a nice weight. It's got a pretty nice strong clip. It's nice. It's got almost like a cigar shape. Really nice to hold in the hand. So that's the Pilot Retro pop, Pilot Metropolitan Retro Pop. Comes in a range of colours if you can still get them. Just a little bit disappointed it doesn't or didn't, and I know some do come with converters. This one didn't, so it was an extra £10 for the converter, and then I still can't get it to fit. So won't take a standard international, and this is the COM40, but yeah, I just can't work it out. I will persevere. Thanks for watching, everyone, and until next time, go in peace. Namaste and blessed be.